is going on, folks? Welcome to this week's edition of the Monday Morning Wrap. I'm your host, Connor Roundtree, and just before we get into this week's show, quick apology. Sorry about No Trees 3 episode over the weekend. Our website crashed, so we were grinding on that. Had to pay the back-end team a little bit extra to get things rolling again. So we're behind in the budget. We're behind in the shows. But we're back, we're live, and everything works. So that's all that matters, right? We're here breaking down some great sporting events for you this week. We've got Monday Night Football, we've got some rugby, we've got some tennis, and then we're going to wrap up the best sporting events from this weekend. We're going to hop right into that right now with a little F1 action. Ferrari got their first pole position and win of the season in Singapore thanks to Carlos Sainz. He went out and got the job done, getting that pole position, and then never looking back to go on and win the first Grand Prix for Ferrari this season. In the world of golf, Ryan Fox won the BMW Championship on the DP World Tour, and Sahith Theegala won his first PGA event at the Fortnite Championship. In the UFC, Valentina Shevchenko and Alexa Grasso fought to a split draw in the UFC's Flyweight Women's Championship fight. Valentina Shevchenko won that fight. Hands down won that fight. One of the judges gave Grasso a 10-8 in the 5th round to force the tie. There was no 10-8 there. That was a pretty even round that Grasso just got on top of for a little bit. This is absolutely horrendous judging, yet again, costing people dollars, costing Valentina a title shot. Now, it was Mexican Independence Day, and Mexican Heritage Month is going on right now, so Valentina went as far as to blame the judges that there was a little bit of pressure. That actually could be the case. However, Valentina Shevchenko should have won that fight. They're going to run it back, do it a third time, and we'll see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting back to our bump and stump of the week. We left it behind over the last little bit, and we miss it. So our bump of the week goes to this referee because this is awesome. What a soundbite. I'm talking to America here. I'm going to use that whenever I need somebody just to shut up to get a point in. Hey, I'm talking to America here. I'm Canadian. It's not going to work well. Our stump of the week is Mike Babcock. After getting fired from the Toronto Maple Leafs for questionable coaching methods, he gets a job in Columbus, invites Captain Boone Jenner in and says, hey, I want to see your phone. That's an invasion of privacy, my guy. Can't be going through phones like that. Now you don't have a job. I wonder why. Mike Babcock, stump of the week. Getting into your sporting menu of the week, your sporting appetizer of the week is a double dose of Monday Night Football. First game, it's the Saints visiting the Panthers, and that's our play of the day. I like the Saints to win this game. I like them to cover the spread, the 3-point spread, and here's why. Bryce Young, he looked awful in his NFL debut. The first overall pick from this year's draft went 20 of 38 for just 146 yards. That's 3.4 yards per attempt. That's not going to cut it against this Saints defense that sacked and intercepted Ryan Tannehill a trio of times last week and held Ryan Tannehill to a QB rating below 50. Bryce Young is just going to get pulverized by this Saints defense. Now, Carolina does have a solid defense themselves, and the Saints, they just went 1 for 4 in the red zone. However, Derek Carr was still able to throw for over 300 yards. He's got Chris Olave. He's got Michael Thomas. He has weapons around him. Rashid Shaheed is around him. So it's going to be tough to stop all these Saints weapons. So I'm going to take the Saints to cover this one pretty confidently, and I like them to go out and get the job done. If you're looking for the totals in this one, the line is 39.5. And both games last season went below this total. In fact, the season finale last year, the Carolina Panthers won 10-7. There were just 17 points scored. So this is going to be a smash-mouth divisional game. I like the under. I like the Saints. And if you're looking for a prop bet in this one, Rashid Shaheed is the prop bet to go to. A reception line of just 2.5. That's all he needs. He needs 3 receptions and you win that bet. He's averaging 3.9 receptions over his last 7 games played and over 66 receiving yards. His receiving yard line is just 40.5. Without Elvin Kamara in the lineup, he is their most dynamic playmaker on offense. He is the Swiss Army knife for this Saints team. They are going to draw up packages and specific plays to get him the football, whether it's a wide receiver screen, whether it's a deep shot over the top, like we saw happen twice last week, once for a touchdown. Rashid Shaheed is our pick for prop bet of the night in that matchup. Second matchup in the AFC North, another divisional game. We're taking the under. In these divisional games, primetime divisional games, smash mouth football, take the under, especially between the Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, the Steelers scored only 7 points last week, and they got embarrassed at home. Well, the Browns only allowed 3 points last week to the Bengals. This is going to be, a lot of smash mouth football. I don't trust either of these offenses. Deshaun Watson hasn't looked the same since coming back from his suspension a year ago, and Kenny Pickett is still trying to figure things out in Pittsburgh. So I like these two defenses to get a lot of sacks. I like there to be turnovers, and I like them to be some game-breaking plays. I'm talking pick sixes, kick return touchdowns, punt returns. Some game-breaking plays will be the difference in this one. And I like Nick Chubb to find the end zone at -110. So there's your prop for that one. And I like the under of 38.5 points. Your sporting entree of the week, folks, is the Rugby World Cup group stage. That continues on Monday, continues today through Sunday. It's in France, so you're going to be able to have some time. If you're missing football this week, there's a game every single day. So if you're missing football, you want to see somebody get hit really hard, Rugby World Cup. Best teams in the world going toe-to-toe. Make sure you check that out. Again, coming to you from France, 6-hour time difference. So you'll be able to stay up maybe till 2 a.m. if you're one of those night owls. I was watching that game on Saturday night, the Colorado State and Colorado game in the NCAA football. Overtime till 2 a.m. Absolutely loved it. Your sporting dessert of the week is the WTA Tour's Guadalajara Open. The best female tennis players in the world are going toe-to-toe in Guadalajara, Mexico. Yes, some nice heat with some hot serves coming at you like Cleopatra. Here's a couple ladies to look out for to win this tournament. Down on the hard courts of Guadalajara, Ons Jabeur, she's the top seed, and she is through to the round of 32. And then Leylah Fernandez, the Canadian, is unranked. She got it done in straight sets in the round of 64, moving on to the round of 32. And I like Leylah Fernandez to make some noise at this tournament. So make sure you check out all the tennis action, all the rugby action, and of course all the Monday night football action over on Sports Street. Folks, as for your trivia question on this week's edition of the Monday Morning Wrap to get in to win a pair of NBA or NHL tickets to see any team that you'd like to see play next season, here's your question. 2009, the Saints won the Super Bowl. Who was their starting quarterback? That's all you have to do. Saints, they're our play of the day today. Go check out our play of the day on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, all that fun stuff, all of our social media channels. And then just head over to sportsstreet.ca, click on the trivia question, and answer that question, and you're in to win a pair of NHL or NBA tickets. Remember, if you upgrade your subscription, you upgrade your chances in winning. Folks, I'm Connor Roundtree, and that's a wrap.